Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. I hope today is treating you well. In today's video I'm just going to be playing. I'm just going to be doing my makeup today, and I'm not necessarily going to be talking about the makeup products because I'm going to be answering some questions that you guys asked me over on my Instagram stories. Honestly, at this point, about 2 weeks ago. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Please feel free to just leave this video playing in the background whilst you fold laundry or do the dishes, something like that. Let me know what you're doing down below. But let's just get into the questions, shall we? I've like screenshot them, so just let me just find them. One of the questions, which I thought was so sweet, was, how are you today? Like, really, don't just say you're fine. And I am fine. I am. Yesterday, I'm just going to do a little story time here. Yesterday, I was meant to be going to the doctor's. I was meant to be going for my smear test, and I had this booked like 2 weeks ago. I got a text, I got an email to confirm that it was all happening, and I'd gotten myself all worked up because, you know, I know I have to go, but I didn't want to go. So I was like waiting for the time to come round that I had to go, and it was like 5:30 in the evening, like so late, and I'd got myself all worked up to go and like basically wasted the whole day because that's just the sort of person that I am. And then I got to the doctor's and the appointment had never been made. So I was like so frustrated because, you know, it just happened to be on a day that I was already off, a day that I wasn't meant to be working. But like, if I had taken a whole day off work, missed a whole day from my job, got somebody to cover that wasn't meant to be on, you know, all of that stuff, and then like the appointment had never been made, and now I'm back on the end of the waiting list, despite the fact that it was my time to go yesterday, but now I'm back on the end of the waiting list. And like, you know, I don't need it, like I'm due for it, but I don't need it, you know, I don't have any pain or anything like that. It's not that sort of a thing. But how annoying, and like I'm just so frustrated with myself because I wasted a whole day, which obviously isn't ideal when I'm posting every single day, which by the way I'm loving and also getting myself quite worked up about. Which was another question. Somebody, I'm just gonna leave my face looking like this for a sec. Somebody asked me, how is Everyday October going and why did you decide to do it? So I have a few reasons for that. Just to finish answering the first question, I'm like getting ahead of myself. If you needed to know what my brain is like all of the time, this is it. Yes, I am fine. I am fine. I'm frustrated that yesterday didn't go as it was meant to, but yeah, I am fine. I'm doing really well. I'm, you know, just trying to find a balance of everything, which, I mean, your whole life is a balancing act, is it not? But I do feel like I'm really enjoying how busy I am at the moment, which is great. I'm really enjoying the creativity, and I'm enjoying the pressure of posting every single day as well, but I'm also like feeling the pressure, so make of that what you will. I don't really know what the answer is to that, but let's move on to the next question. How is Everyday October going? Everyday October is going fantastically. I haven't missed a day so far. At the time of filming, I haven't missed a day. What is the date today? The date is the 14th of October. So we are nearly 50% of the way through, and I haven't missed a day yet, which I'm really proud of. It's a lot of work, like I can't downplay it. It's a lot of work. I have a full-time job, if you didn't know. I have a full-time job. I normally work 5 days a week, starting quite early and I mean, I finish quite early, like I leave work at about 4, but it's about an hour away, so I am managing to like fit in filming on evenings. I am managing to fit in like a couple of videos on my day off. Like today is a day off for me, so I'm sitting and filming this, and then you will see this full face of makeup again maybe tomorrow, I don't know. I'm filming some more videos today, so I am like managing to do it. The evenings are quite late often, and I am having to edit at work quite a lot, so I'm like jumping around all of the questions, but somebody else did ask me what I do for a job. So I work in a cafe. My husband's family run a cafe. They have run it for like 18 years, and obviously I haven't been there for 18 years, but I joined about 4 years ago. I left my job and I work there now. I'm mostly in the kitchen. Oh, the kitchen. But I do occasionally go out and, you know, make coffees and all of that fun stuff. As somebody who has like worked in a very stressful retail environment, and I'm not going to say the name of the place that I used to work, but just trust that it was awful. Working for yourself, like being in like a family business like that, is so fantastically good because, you know, customers are rude to me. I can say, no, you don't talk to me like that. So that's what I do. So the good thing about that is when it's quiet, I can just like sit in the kitchen and get some editing done. So I am managing to get all of the editing done. I'm not saying that all of the videos are, you know, necessarily search engine optimized and all of that stuff, but I am absolutely managing to keep up with it all. And also on that question was, why did you decide to do it? So I'm taking this as like, why October and why every day? So October, because I love October. It's one of my favourite months. I love autumn. I love autumnal makeup, and that's basically my reasoning for wanting to post every single day. I feel like I get so much inspiration at this time of year for like different makeup looks and all stuff like that, and I definitely feel like if I wasn't posting every single day, I would definitely be posting more anyway. So I really enjoy the challenge, honestly. That's like my reasoning. I really enjoy the challenge of it. I also feel like in October, you know, the nights start drawing in, the nights are darker. So I watch a lot more YouTube when it's like that. Like, I consume a lot more content when it's like that, so I figure other people must do as well. It's a way of like challenging myself to maybe think outside the box, create some different looks, but also I really like the challenge of it. I really like autumnal makeup, so I would be making more content anyway. I would probably, even if I wasn't doing every single day, I would probably be doing like every other day or maybe like 5 days a week, something like that. And I just really enjoy the challenge. And everyday October, because I like October and like this time of year, and you know, people do or used to do back in the day, back in the dark ages, Vlogtober, and this is my take on it because my day job is quite boring so you wouldn't want to come with me to that every single day, but this is my way of like keeping up with that. But yes, it is going incredibly well. I hope you are enjoying it as much as I am. I'm definitely like not running out of ideas, but like all of the things that I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I've done now. So I'm like, I've got a few more ideas planned. I have a few things that various followers have sent me that they want to see, like different looks and stuff. So if there is anything, I would love to know. I have a list on my phone of things that I want to do, and there's still like a few on there. There's still a couple, but I am like not lacking in ideas, but I'm getting a little bit worried that I'm like running out of steam, and like say I'm only halfway through. So if you have any ideas, please do send them my way. I'm just gonna go off and do my brows because I can't talk and do brows at the same time. She's looking a little bit, I need to concentrate. Okay, brows are on, and now I can't remember what I was talking about. I hope I finished my thought before I went off and did my brows. Either way, I'm moving on. What's the next question? What are 3 random facts that we don't know about you? And honestly, ever since I screenshot that one, I was like, I don't know. I'm a very boring person. I honestly, I don't even know how to answer that. I'm thinking like 3 things that I consider like quirky about myself, but then I'm like, I can't think of 3, I don't think. I have a phobia of being sick, which I never used to have. I never used to be afraid of it, but in the past 4 years I have developed quite a bad phobia of being sick. And I have, like, the way that I try to explain it to people is that I feel like, and I'm sorry if, because I'm not bothered about like talking about it, but I know that some people are, so I'll put a screenshot here if you, the timestamp here if you don't want to hear about this one. I feel like when I am sick, I feel like I'm going to choke on it, and that's why I can't do it. Ultimately, like, if I feel unwell and, you know, my husband will just be like, just go and be sick and you'll feel better. Doesn't work like that. I will literally have a panic attack because I think I'm going to die from being sick. And I have quite a few food allergies, so that like nauseous feeling of I'm about to be sick over the last few years, and that this is the only thing that I can think it's come from. I think that that's what has like caused the phobia, because over the last 4 or 5 years I've spent quite a lot of time with like such intense heartburn from these food allergies that have gone completely undiagnosed, and that's all that I can think that it's down to. But it has definitely developed in the last maybe 18 months to 2 years, where I never used to be bothered if somebody was being sick near me. I would be the gal to put my hand up and say, "Here love, I'll hold your hair back." But now I can't do that. Like, if the cat is being sick, I can't deal with that. Like, that gives me the fear and could potentially give me a panic attack, so I can't deal with that. So that's fact number 1. Welcome back if you just skipped over the last bit, and if you didn't, let me know, are you the same? Because it's not nice. What are my other facts? When I go somewhere new, like say I'm going to a new pub, I'm going to a pub that I've never been to before, I will always use the same loo. Always, every single time. Like, and even if I go back in like years and years and years. So my husband and I, we go to the cricket, and we live in Yorkshire, so I've been to Headingley a couple of times, but more likely we will go to like Manchester, or we'll go to Nottingham. I will always go to the same toilets, and I will always go in exactly the same cubicle if it is available. If it's not available, then I'm not bothered. But if it's like empty or like fairly empty, or if I've got options, I will always use the same stall. And I don't know where that's come from, and I don't know why I do it, but I do it everywhere. And it's just like an automatic thing. And sometimes like I'll be thinking, oh, I need to go to the toilet, but which cubicle do I use? And then I'll get in there and I'll be like, oh, it's you. Like, why do I do that? It's completely like senseless. Like it doesn't matter, does it? And like obviously, like if one isn't available, if one is out of order, I don't go into like a breakdown. But one of my quirks, and another one of my quirks, and if any of my friends are watching, they'll be like, yeah, you do that. If I don't know where I'm going to park, I won't go. I will happily drive anywhere. I don't mind driving. I quite enjoy driving. But if I don't know pretty much exactly where I'm going to park, if I'm going somewhere new and you say, you can go to this you can go to this car park, but it might be full, so you might have to go to another one, I'm not gonna go. Like, unless you say to me, you can go to this car park and it's always empty, then I will happily go to the other end of the country. I don't mind that. But unless I know exactly, precisely where I'm going to park, it's just not happening. I'm not going. And they are my 3 quirks. I wouldn't necessarily say that they were like facts about me, but I don't know like what else I could pick for that. Someone has asked, how are the cats? We need more of the cats. And somebody else actually asked on the YouTube community tab thing. Someone asked a few questions and they said, definitely tell us all about the cats. So all about the cats. I've got 2 cats. We've got Zelda, Princess Zelda, who is 7. 2016 we got her. Yeah, so she's 7. She is, both of the cats are quite similar looking. So if one of them jumps into the video, you might not know which one it is. But just know that only Princess Zelda is allowed in here. This is Princess Zelda's room. She's not in here at the moment, she's downstairs because we've got visitors. But yes, Zelda is 7. When we got her, we were meant to be getting 2. We were meant to be getting another cat from a different litter, but we were meant to be getting them on the same day. And then we went and we got Zelda, we got her home, we had Phil's my husband, we had his dad here to look after Zelda whilst we went to collect this other kitten. And as we were like unpacking Zelda here, this other lady texted me to say that she'd just sold the kitten that we were meant to be going for. So we only ended up getting 1 that day, but it had always been the plan that we would get 2. And then of course life just gets in the way. We didn't end up getting another kitten. It was always we never really felt like it was the right time to get another kitten because Zelda is so incredibly anxious. If you think of the most anxious human that you know, Zelda is like 10 times that. The slightest little bit of noise, so they're house cats and we live on quite a busy road. A bus goes past too loudly and Zelda will be like, she's so jumpy, she never relaxes, she never settles down. She's lovely. We absolutely love every single hair that comes out of both of them. But she's so jumpy and anxious, she doesn't cuddle, you know, she's like that. So we always thought we can't get another one now because she is just the way that she is and it wouldn't be fair. But then, you know, this year we were like, but I do think it would be good for her to have a friend. So we ended up getting little Navi, and if I put up a picture of Zelda and Navi, they are very similar looking, despite the fact that they were born like, I don't even know how far away from each other, like 40 miles away from each other. They are not related, as far as we know. Obviously, you never really know, but they are so completely different. Navi will be in everything. She hangs off the curtains. I know that she's a kitten. She was born, I think, around about the end of January of this year, so she's maybe around about 10 months. She is a lot. She talks constantly. She's so much fun. Like, she will find fun in anything and everybody. But she talks ever so much. I actually have to like lock her in a room. Not lock her in a room, that sounds bad, but I have to put her in a room downstairs that's like behind a few doors, like leading up here. I have to have like a few doors between us, otherwise you would just hear her crying constantly. She talks so much, but then she sleeps really well now. Zelda has never really slept well because she's so anxious. She is like in and out and clawing at the bed, wanting to be in the room, wanting to be out the room, and she will just not settle all night. But Navi, the baby, sleeps fantastically well, so make that make sense. I'm going to go off and just do my eyeliner because, again, I can't concentrate whilst I do this. Not my finest work, but will absolutely do. I'm starting a new mascara today as well, which is always very exciting, isn't it? Got another tube of the Beauty Bay High Key mascara. So let me get into the packaging and we'll get on to the next question. Somebody said, your favourite new makeup from October so far and the worst. And this is another one I've really had to like think about. Like, what have I actually tested in October? Of course, the Beauty Bay liquid eyeshadows. They are absolutely fantastic. Another one that like stands out to me is the Profusion Rituals highlight, but not as a highlight, as an eyeshadow. I did post a short and an Instagram reel where I use that as an eyeshadow instead of as a highlighter, and I absolutely love it. I do have another Profusion video coming up in a couple of days. It's another one that I'm filming today, so if I look similar, it's because I'm filming that as well. What else have I tested this month? I can't think, honestly. It all just blurs into one. Let me look back on my own channel here. Oh, the Willy Wonka blush. That was a win. Really, really enjoyed that. The Willy Wonka Oompa Loompa blush. Really, really liked that. Also, the Beauty Bay Fiery palette. That was day 1 or day 2. It was early. Did I mention all the days run into one? But I feel like I haven't really tested all that much new stuff so far. There's more to come, obviously, as like more brands are releasing stuff. That's another reason for wanting to post in October. I feel like at this time of year, so many brands are coming out with both Halloween things, which is very exciting. As an autumnal loving gal, I really enjoy all of those, but they're also coming out with like Christmas releases, which I think is what the Beauty Bay Metamorphic one was. Like a Christmas release rather than an autumn one. I did love the eyeshadow palette, truly. I really like it. It's just not one that I see myself reaching for a ton, so I wouldn't necessarily say that that was my favourite. And the worst, again, let me look over what I've actually tried. I don't know if I've had any fails. I'm really like desperately trying to rack my brain now. I don't feel like I've had very many things that I've felt have gone so incredibly badly that I don't think that they would work for anybody. I don't know, maybe I have and my brain is just blocking it out to like save myself. I really don't think I've had anything that's gone incredibly badly. which I suppose is a good thing, that like I haven't had a disaster. But I can't think. I don't think I've had any massive fails. I've definitely had things that like aren't my favourite, but not the worst. I've definitely had like worse in the past. Someone asked, what's the most multi-use product in your collection? I mean, I would definitely say something like a bronzer, because I always use a bronzer like across the eyes. What else do I use in more than one way? I mean, something like what I use today actually. This is a glowy primer. This is the Beauty Crop Glow Milk Primed Luminizing Gel Primer. Similar to like the e.l.f. Halo Glow, or like the collection one, or the Beauty Bay Glow Filter. Something like this I will use as a primer all over. I will use it how I did it today, where I put it in with my foundation, which by the way, first time I've ever done that, really like it. Or I'll like tap it over the top of the cheeks. I really like doing that with like the e.l.f. ones. So I'd probably say something like that as like a multi-use product, to like actually use it in multiple different ways, like the same product. I also really like using this, which is the 17 Second Skin Enhancing Concealer. I really like using this as concealer, obviously that's the point of it, but I have this in my bronzer shade as well. But can you call that like a multi-use product, because I've got two of them in different shades? I will let you decide that one. So as a spoiler, the video that's coming tomorrow, I'm going to be doing like swatches and trying on every shade of the e.l.f. Love Triangle Lip Filler Liner. So I've got all of the like new ones here that I haven't worn before, and I'm trying to decide which one I want to wear today. I'm thinking either mauve or plum. I think we go mauve today for this video. In like 30 seconds I'm going to be putting them all on anyway. And obviously I'm not going to be able to talk whilst I do this, so be right back. Okay, how nice is that colour? I love that. I'm just going to scribble in the lips a little bit and put on a lip oil so that I'm not completely dry. And I think that was pretty much all of the ones that I screenshot. I love that lip combo. Very cool toned and vampy. I like it. So that is the finished look. Do let me know what you think down below. I am thrilled with that lip combo. I'm gonna have to go and take some pictures to my Instagram. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I would love it if you would leave your answer to these questions down below as well. But until tomorrow, when I'm trying on every shade of the e.l.f. lip liners, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye.